Okay, Sarah from Stoke-on-Trent wants to know...
Where?
Stoke-on-Trent.
Stoke-on-Trent?
Stoke.
Stoke,
Yeah.
that's a famous place, isn't it?
It's kind of where Robbie Williams comes from, I think.
Exactly, yeah.
Anyway.
Stoke-on-Trent.
Stoke-on-Trent.
Robbie.
Yeah. She wants to know what was the most embarrassing moment on stage and what was the funniest one.
Will you repeat the name of the place?
Yeah, Sarah from Stoke-on-Trent. What was the most embarrassing moment on stage? Well, I know one of you when you felt when he was.
Yeah, but the question is not only for me, it's for you too.
Yeah, but I remember this one. He was singing and was completely into it, and we were doing the showcase.
He loves this part.
It was in Amsterdam, and I know that was lit. There was another band, and Vertical Horizon and Kane were playing three bands, and we were the first up, and we played. And he was getting so much into it. There was a dressing room there in the corner, and there was, I think, a wedge or a monitor was standing there. And he walked back, and he fell back into the dressing room. He had to climb up on stage again to continue the concert. That's what I remember as a pretty funny moment.
I remember a moment where he had to play a big festival, live television in Holland. Pinkpop, the festival is called. It's like you can compare it with Glastonbury, I guess. You know, so live coverage, and then it has to start a song called Damn Those Eyes, last song of the set, and he has to start, and he's really getting like that rock star pose, and nothing happens, and the audience is like, wah! And I'm like, wah! And everybody loved it, and he hated it.
You actually said to the audience, people can introduce you to my guitar player, it's Dennis, Pinkpop, Dennis, and then the crowd went nuts. It was quite embarrassing.
But you know, it's not really embarrassing. Thanks, Dan. It's not really embarrassing, you know. That just happens in action, you know.
Yeah.
And
it's all part of the fun.
yeah,
It is.
Yeah. There's like other things that are more embarrassing. Is that you know when we first started, when the first time we went to Germany, and the record company invited us to come over to Germany, and we were really doing the best we could and doing a really good show. And then afterwards, we had a journalist came up to us and said, "Hey guys, where were you? You were supposed to do a, what was it what we had to do? A couple of interviews with journalists, but they forgot to tell us." So we were a bit fucked up then. And we said, well, thank you.
He also said hi Munich when you were in Berlin or something like that. Can also be pretty
And were you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk. But, you know, without wanting to sound snobbish at all, but if you do a lot of shows, and especially we stayed in Germany for like 5 weeks or whatever, you know, and did like a lot of shows, and there's a certain moment where you just don't know, you know, one venue from the other. So it's like, there's like a slight chance that you say hi Munich when you're in Hamburg. That just happens sometimes. And then I asked the audience, you know, we suck, and you just do what you have to do. So they booed us, and they, whatever. And then we got a really good show.
You get it over with.
It's a long answer for a simple question. But there's a lot of embarrassing moments. So.
Sounds like you're laughing all the time.
Stoke-on-Trent is a hard one to remember as well.
Yeah, you did know that.
I remember that.
Okay, you like this one. It's Cornwall. Okay.
Cornwall.
Karen from Cornwall. She wants to know, why did you, from day one, sing in English? And have you thought about singing in another language?
Karen from Cornwall wants to know why we're singing in English. It's very simple, actually. We never discussed it. It's just, he's the singer of the band, and he started singing in English, and I never asked a question why, and he didn't, so that's it, actually.
You know, we don't ask a lot of questions, you know, we just do it. And there's lots of bands out there, or artists who really choose what kind of music they want to make, what kind of language they want to sing in, you know, all these different options. We don't do that. We just get together and we start, you know, playing and see what happens. And I don't ask the question. It was a bit odd because in Holland most of the bands sing in Dutch, because actually that's the language that most of the people in Holland understand, you know, the best. But hey, this is what we do, and apparently it brings us here, which is a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. It's kind of a universal language anyway, English, so...
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
Kind of. It was English.